It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs. David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Odom. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Canes are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down,
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Roughing the kick.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. Big fella moving. Touchdown Hurricane! And they strike first.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes,
there he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Hit right back to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The handoff to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Running to Green. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 39. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're looking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Turning it up, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They're known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Brown. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it and fires to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's third down from their own 34 as as they try to keep the drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Makes his man miss. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Pitt pushing the pace. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now this offense is back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Speeding down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Hurricane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Our Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to South Carolina. Implications galore.
Oh, he's got some space. Plows through the defense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Going to the run, it's Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick.
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. The corners are walked up tight. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Pulls it in. It's over. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Throws to the tight end. It's gone. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. It's reversed. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Big loss to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On third down, he drops the throw. Right on the money. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Converts on fourth down, still going.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Oh, he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On first down, here comes this offense. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fighting off the defender. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my